Hello everyone, this is Catherine A.G., aka Nerdgirlism, here with another makeup and Throwback Thursday vlog for y'all. So the topic today is going to be my grandma's house. My grandma's name was Wilma, and my grandpa's name was Dee, and we would always go to their house almost every weekend. I grew up in Lower Virginia in a town called South Boston that was very small, like 5,000 people. And my grandma's house was in Fredericksburg, and that was about 3 hours away, not too far. So we drive almost every single weekend to my grandma's house to visit and spend the night and spend the weekend up there. My two female cousins lived next door in a custom built house, so they would usually come over and spend the night too whenever we were there, and that was so fun because usually on Sundays we would perform a play of some kind. Usually it was takeoff of whatever movie might have been popular at the time. Like, I remember, for some reason, the most vivid one in my mind is that we did Casper. That was really, really fun. I think we had the most fun actually preparing for the plays. Like deciding what we were gonna wear, making signs for it, hanging up a blanket to be like a curtain, things like that. Also my grandparents had a piano in their front room. It was a little bit out of tune, but not too much. But that was how I learned to play the piano. Was they had some song books and a hymnal and stuff, and I would read the music and learn how to play. I played by ear until I found out how to read music. Then I taught myself how to read music, so that was really fun. My cousins had two dogs, Coco and Oreo, and after a while, they just gave Coco to my grandma to take care of after my grandpa died. And that was when I was in first grade, which was horrible. I think my sister took it a little bit harder than me because she was a little bit younger, so she didn't really understand what was going on. But, yeah, I was really upset when that happened too, but, anyways, so, I know I'm kind of jumping all around, but I can't really have organized thinking when I'm trying to remember this. There were, at one time, 1, 2, 3, well, at the most, there were 6 people living in the house. My mom grew up there, my 3 uncles, and my grandma and grandpa. And it was like the coolest house ever. I think it was built like custom for them, so not sure when it was built, but I know it wasn't like old, so it was really big. It had, let me see, it had a guest room downstairs, 2 bathrooms, kitchen, dining room, living room, and what do you call it? Whenever you first go in that, it's not really a den, is it? Maybe a den, I don't know. And then upstairs, there was one, two, three bedrooms, a bathroom, and a study. And then there was the attic. So it was really big. And what I used to love to do was go up to the attic just hours on end by myself because there's such cool stuff up there. Everyone just kept all their mementos and memories and old everything up there. So I loved spending time up there, just looking through the old yearbooks, looking through old notebooks, everything. It was just really cool. But eventually my grandma had Alzheimer's, so she went to live in an assisted living home. And then one of my uncles who was living there at the time passed away. So my other uncle moved into an assisted living home, and they ended up selling the house, which really sucks to me because I love that house. Like, I don't know. I hope someone else is enjoying it as much as I did growing up. That's all I have to say. Oh, I also forgot there was a basement where there's like an old record player down there that didn't work. But there was an old foosball table that we used a lot. There was a really old skateboard down there that we used to play with. Since none of us could really skateboard, what we would do